new show premiering on the A&E Network this weekend will take viewers into the high-stakes world of flipping houses. The best part is that it's set right here in Seattle. Million-dollar zombie flips follows real estate expert James Dainard and his team as they hunt for and fix and flip zombie houses in our area, turning them into stunning million-dollar homes. Steve McCarron's in the Arc Lounge right now with James for more on the show. Steve?
I love the premise of the show, and I love the name, too. I was telling you, zombie houses. It just sounds so like, ooh, you know?
We're fixing dead homes.
Yeah.
Like homes that got to be brought back to life.
Yeah,
and
makes total sense. So the name fits.
It makes, yeah, especially around here, we have a lot of old homes that have a lot of water damage or just a lot of old, cool properties, though, that we got to kind of bring back to life instead of tear them down. Which
give them some new life. So tell us about your background in real estate and how did you get involved with this show?
So the show was very random. My real estate career, actually, I started when I was a senior in college at University of Washington up in Bothell. And
local guy, you were telling me.
Local guy. I'm born and raised in Sammamish, Washington. And my senior year of college, I got involved in real estate, and I started working for a company, and I helped them find deals, and then I started flipping houses, and now it's been over 20 years of renovating homes and just working in this area.
Did you get a call that was saying, hey, do you want to be part of this show, or how did that work?
I did. So I'm on a podcast called Bigger Pockets, which we educate investors about buying and selling real estate. And I got a phone call and they said, hey, you're very active. We want to talk to you. And I was a little like shocked at first because at the end of the day, I just like buying and selling houses and fixing homes and making them beautiful. And then all of a sudden, now we're here, we're on million-dollar zombie flips.
Is it kind of cool to sort of introduce the public, particularly an audience here in Seattle, about how this process works and maybe like what you look for when trying to find some of these properties and the actual work itself to do that flip? Is that kind of interesting?
Yeah, that's like our passion, like teaching people how to do it. And especially, you know, there's a lot of house flipping shows that have been created over the years. And they're all similar boxes, whereas in Seattle, we have these really cool architectural homes that are really old and they're tough projects. And so I was excited to showcase the architecture of Seattle, all the cool neighborhoods, and really how you can bring these homes back to life.
So how did you actually find the properties themselves? And I know that you were chatting before we came on the air this morning about how the properties that you guys found were basically north of Delridge up to like the Bothell area, so kind of in King County. But how were the properties found in terms of which projects you would focus on?
So yeah, all the projects are in King County, and how they were presented to us is actually newer or experienced investors. They present them to us to partner with them on the project. Okay. So they come in with the project, they do the renovation, and then we're funding them, but they got to follow our team's advice. Okay. And some of them we decided to take on as a team ourselves, but they're anywhere from a lot of on-market properties that are just distressed, or not distressed, but in disrepair. And the sellers don't know how to fix them, and we take on the project. Definitely a couple that they didn't think were savable are in this one.
Like, it probably better just being torn down and like, wait a minute, no, we can actually do a little flip here and make it work.
Yes, the one was, they said, absolutely, this is a tear down, you can't even go inside. And, that's one of my passions is you don't have to tear them down in Seattle. You can reclaim them and restore them. Not everyone wants a brand new townhomes. They're beautiful properties, but they want that reclaimed craftsman home. And that's like a passion of ours, to salvage the house, keep it, and bring that charm back to the city.
Can you give us a little bit of insight based off of your experience of what do you look, when you look for a property or a home that potentially could be flipped, that sort of thing, what are there certain things that you look at to say, yeah, we can do something with this, or maybe it's not something that I want to be involved in?
Well, we do think we can fix almost anything.
Anything?
So anything.
All right.
I've been told we buy the tear downs and we restore them. But, part of it is you just have to have the good footprint and bones. And as long as you have the square footage to renovate and create the space that's needed, then you can restore the home. The things we stay away from, though, if it doesn't have a foundation, or if they're like on a big hillside, I try to stay away from that. Yeah. But other than that, I think almost anything is fixable, and I think we're gonna blow some people away because there's definitely a couple houses where they were advertised as teardowns. That's what people were gonna buy, and we were able to bring them back to the neighborhood.
So tell us what the viewers are gonna catch a little bit more about with this series and kind of what makes it different from maybe some of those other flip shows that we were just talking about a moment ago. What are they gonna see?
Well, I think the big difference is the price point of homes alone is you don't see a lot of $1 million homes getting renovated on TV because it's really hard to renovate these old homes and get them up to that value in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And so the style, I will say, our homes, the finished product, will blow people away compared to what they're used to seeing on TV. Like the details, what we put into them, how we bring them back to life. But really the biggest twist is not just us buying homes. We're partnering with new and experienced investors to where it has like almost like a mini Shark Tank feel, where they're proposing me the plan, and it's up to me whether I want to fund them on it or I opt to buy them out because it just might be too much for them to take on. Because you know, some of these bigger projects, they are too much for most people, and we got to do it as a team.
And there's just a lot of money involved in that too.
A lot of money. There's, you know, can be a great business, but it's a very risky business too. And I've definitely been through some downturns.
I was going to say, you probably have learned some lessons over the years. So for somebody who's like, I could do that, it seems like it's a simple job. Takes a little bit of work.
It is not what they always make it seem like. It is a lot of work.
Seems so easy, but it is complicated. Tell us about when people can see the show and when does it start airing?
So it premieres March 1st on Homemade Nation. It's $1 Million Zombie Flip, and it'll be at 11 a.m. Pacific and Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, perfect.
And so we're excited for the launch. I think this is going to be something different that people have never seen before.
I'm excited. And then what's next for you? Anything coming down the hopper, as they say?
You know what? I'm always looking for that next house to renovate and bring back to the neighborhood. But I mean, that's really my passion is real estate and architecture and design. And so I'm going to always be doing that. I'm just always looking for that next property.
I love that. Congratulations to you. Excited to see the show.
I appreciate
it sounds like it's really cool and brings something different that maybe we haven't seen before.
So. Oh, we're going to blow people away.